Hello everyone, Neil Tappin here from Golf Monthly and welcome to the London Club. Now if there's one thing I know about golfers, having played for the last 30 years, it's that none of us enjoy it when the pace of play gets really slow. I think we all A, get really frustrated by that pace of play, and B, we all recognise just how much it can affect our rhythm and frankly how much it can affect us from scoring our best. Well, now we have the data to back up the idea that slow play causes you to shoot worse scores, and it's very interesting. Let's take a look. Right, we are going to put onto the screen some data given to us by Arccos Golf. Now, obviously, they have a technology that tracks your shots out on the golf course. They were able to look at the scores of their users in different handicap categories and cross-reference it with how long the round took. It's worth noting that the only external factor the data doesn't account for is the weather. But here is that data, as you can see. The headline is that slow play has a negative impact on scores for golfers of all abilities, with rounds that take between 4.5 and 5 hours costing golfers the most strokes. For every half hour extra on the golf course, golfers are impacted by between 0.4 and 0.7 strokes, with 4.5 to 5 hour rounds costing golfers between 1.3 and 1.7 strokes compared to a round that was only 3 to 3.5 hours long. The data shows that higher handicappers are impacted more by slow play, with 15 to 19.9 handicappers playing an extra 1.7 strokes when out on the golf course for over 4.5 hours. This is 0.4 strokes more than handicappers below 5, which are impacted by 1.3 strokes when playing a slow round. The highest stroke increase per extra half hour spent on the golf course comes for 15 to 19.9 handicappers when rounds enter the 4.5 hour plus range. Golfers of this ability take 0.7 more strokes when playing a 4.5 plus hour round compared to a 4 to 4.5 hour round. Of course, this can be down to many different reasons, but a primary factor will be concentration. If you're taking more shots, then you will need to concentrate for longer during that 4.5 to 5 hour round. All of this data points to the trend that higher handicap golfers play worse when rounds take longer, with handicappers below 5 managing to deal with slow play ever so slightly better. The data doesn't show why or where someone is playing slower. For example, if you're having to wait for the group in front of you, or if you're just having to search for a lot of golf balls on the way round. But I think the point still stands that higher handicappers are affected more than lower handicappers, but golfers, amateur golfers of all abilities, are affected negatively by slow play. It's something that I think most of us will know deep down. And it poses that really important question about, well, what do we do to ensure that we all play fewer of those 4.5 plus hour rounds and more of those 3 to 3.5 hour rounds? And I'm going to leave that question floating here. So if you have any ideas on how we can all help speed up play, we'd be really interested to hear your thoughts. Do leave them below. But that's it here for now for the London Club. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.